AEW looking to make some major title changes, plus an ex-WWE and ECW champions making a comeback, and scrapped plans for CM Punk in TNA. It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling news right now. So the one issue that I've had when it comes to AEW is that, like a sale at Marks and Spencer's, there's just too many belts.
What? Why at Marks and Spencer's? What's
I couldn't
the
think
deal
of a
with the
name
belts?
of a belt shop that sold exclusively
Fair
belts.
enough. I'm going to fast track this one right here.
But they're fixing it, like Marks and Spencer's do, by having a sale on belts.
Seemingly so.
How gauche am I getting my belts from Marks and Spencer's?
Whoa, what a guy. He's got that spenny money right there.
Spenny more.
Fightful Select reports that AEW have discussed the possibility of merging two of its championships, the Continental and the International titles. Fightful adds AEW sources say that AEW sources that Fightful have spoken to claim that the combination has been pitched dating back a number of months, to the point that many in the company have considered them firm creative plans. We've not heard specifically who would be carrying that torch, or if the titles would form something collectively, or be carried together, or rebranded as a unified championship.
International? Mm-hmm. Continental?
Mm-hmm. No. That's already taken. You can't call it the
Continental?
Oh, sorry. Yes. No. Yeah. No, you're right there. Yeah, that's completely different, isn't it?
It's completely different. I'm really delighted with this. I think this is a really good step because I feel like when you've got less belts, you can really solidly focus on the stuff that you've got. Mm-hmm. I feel like you've got this issue where, you know what, and WWE has this a little bit as well, but the only difference with WWE and their litany of belts is that they are very much designated to particular shows, which makes it easier to manage the load and the pushes and stuff. Mm-hmm. Do more with the women's IC title, though, I'm just saying. But when it comes to the AEW belts, they're all on the same show, they're all in the same pot, and things get lost in the shuffle. Yeah. Like the TNT title is lost in the shuffle with the Continental title and the International title. If you're going to merge the International and you're going to merge the Continental, merge the TNT one as well.
Oh,
chuck them all in.
Get them all in there. I'm excited about the International and Continental titles being merged because currently the holders of them are Kazuchika Okada and Kenny Omega. And when I believe Okada won his title last year, Kenny came back, he presented the title to Okada, and then they had the All-In Texas graphic in the background, which kind of signified that's where we're going to go. So to see them to run it back and then also merge these championships together is, in my opinion, not a bad thing. And also I feel like the Continental title has kind of kept Okada away from doing bigger things in the company as well. Yeah. So why not just like have him drop that and then maybe go on to some new different things?
Maybe we end 2025, just a thought, with Will Ospreay and Okada fighting for the AEW World title.
Oh, you are teasing me indeed, sir.
You lob your guys like Swerve in there as well. Yeah. It's a tasty little...
It's very, like, stacked. There's so many people, because, like, for the longest time I thought Darby will be the one to take it off Jon Moxley, but now I don't know. Now I'm thinking maybe it will be Swerve, or maybe it will be Ospreay. I don't know. There's so many people.
There's a lot of people as we head towards AEW All In. You can go all in on your streaming and your gaming thanks to Gamer Subs. GG Energy, our friends at Gamer Subs, are giving you an alternative to canned energy drinks. Mm-hmm. So instead of buying your canned energy drinks, it's powder, you put it in water, you give it a shake, and it comes in a litany of different flavours as well.
It does. I've got pineapple punch in this bad lad right now, and I was going to say it makes my brain work, but if you've been watching these news videos, I don't know. No,
drink more of it and you'll be fine.
I feel more alert when it comes to editing, at least anyway.
If you've got like a heavy streaming session ahead, maybe you're on Twitch and you want to play games throughout the night, this is a nice alternative to do it to canned energy drinks. And as you say, you can check out all the flavours at cultaholic.com/gamersubs. Use the code word Cultaholic to not only get a free sample to see whether it's right for you, no obligation, but also you get 10% off when you buy.
Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. Cultaholic.com/gamersubs. I tell you what is up. I'll tell you what is up with a former ECW, a former WWE, and a former TNA champion.
Yes.
Getting back in the mix.
Getting back in the mix, seemingly so. Yeah, so last night, former ECW TV champion, former TNA X Division champion, and former WWE Cruiserweight champion Kid Kash shared an update on his social saying, I retired in 2017 to do mounting injuries and recurring fast injuries that at that point just needed to be treated, healed, and rehabbed. Over the years, I've had the replacement surgeries and rehab that my body desperately needed. I'm announcing that I am now accepting bookings.
Hey! Kid Kash, Barwood to Bar, getting back out there now. Good lad.
I don't think it's that one, right? It's not that.
No, he used to come out to Barwood to Bar.
He did used to come out to Barwood to Bar.
Back in the ECW days, good old Kid Kash. I was always a fan of Kid Kash. When I rediscovered wrestling in 1999, I had like a lapsed period for a few years. When I got back into it and I discovered ECW, Kid Kash became one of my favourites.
When I was getting back into it, he was in that tag team with Jamie Noble, and they were doing the stuff
Bulldogs.
with the Pitbulls. The Pitbulls, yeah.
Sorry.
And they were doing the stuff with Paul London and Brian Kendrick, and they're that like tag team feud back then was so good. They were so good.
Really underrated as well.
I agree. Yeah, like he was doing some really cool stuff. I love his. I can't remember what the name of it was, but his finisher Brainbuster, where he just used to like delay them in the air for the longest time and then bring them. Oh my god, it's so good.
And what could have been with CM Punk in TNA?
Well, Moose shared a photo backstage with CM Punk from this past Tuesday's NXT show and revealed on his socials that we actually came pretty close to seeing him versus CM Punk in a TNA ring not too long ago. Moose said, so while I was world champ, there were plans of Punk coming to TNA and us feuding. Punk versus Lesnar from SummerSlam 2013 is one of my favourite matches ever. I was looking forward to recreating something just as awesome, but obviously it never happened, but who knows?
So there was a point where CM Punk was on his way out from AEW before he came into WWE, where he was backstage at TNA. I think it was Bound for Glory. He was backstage, and then another show in Chicago. And there was there was talk of him like, hey, just go out and say hello to them. Yeah. And he was like, nah. No. But it's according to Moose, there was obviously some advanced conversations. I think Scott D'Amore, one thing that's come from interviews that we've done with Scott D'Amore, a new one right now on the Cultaholic Wrestling News podcast feed. I had a lovely chat with Scott D'Amore this week. In previous interviews, we've talked about like Scott D'Amore's grand designs for TNA, and it felt like he was willing to really spend some money to push things forward.
Yeah.
And I can imagine he would have given probably accountants a lot of headaches by saying, we need CM Punk.
Yes.
Throw money at CM Punk.
Yes.
Offer him this. But Punk and Moose is still a match that we could see potentially happen.
Yeah, no,
now
absolutely.
with this partnership going.
Yeah, definitely. And Punk seems to be more, I guess, involved with things that we've seen as well, like photos of him being backstage at NXT, sort of like overseeing what these young up-and-comers are doing. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. We could see him do something. But I think at the moment, he's very much embroiled in that Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, big boy feud. And I don't see him doing anything TNA cross-related in the foreseeable, at least. Anyway.
Certainly not in the foreseeable. What do you think we get first down the line? CM Punk in TNA, AJ Styles in TNA, or Grand Theft Auto 6?
AJ Styles in TNA.
AJ Styles in TNA. Yeah. That beats them all, I'm afraid. For the very latest wrestling news at any time, you can check out Cultaholic.com. Kiss.
Love you, bye.